So one of the I said, based on this stupid Taylor Swift stuff, that one of the secrets to a happy life is to be amused, not to get mad at fools. And as my daddy told me when I was a little boy, I got mad at somebody for being stupid. And he said, "Son, living in Louisiana, being mad at stupidity is like being mad at grass." And I think that makes a calmer life. There's something you just can't. You got to believe this. A guy in the Daily Beast, Michael Ian Black, points out that Kellyanne Conway wrote an op-ed that the New York Times took about who Trump should be picked for vice president. I'm pretty sure the intent of the piece was that he should pick Kellyanne Conway. And in Black argues Conway is shameless enough to unlock the keys to Trump's, quote, syphilitic mind, unquote. I think we're getting some traction out there with a combination of all out flattery and interest. And then she goes on to, honestly, I'm not kidding you here. I'm not kidding you. And Kellyanne says that Trump famously treats women very well. This in the same goddamn week that he found out he raped a woman. I mean, and the stunning thing is they don't even remotely see the hypocrisy in this. You would never, ever, ever, if the person you work for and every person has weakness, you generally don't go right to the most famous weakness and the most current weakness that the person has. And and this is where I think the Times should have published that, because to the few people of me that really are amused by fools, this is all world goddamn fooldom. That with a straight face, Trump treats women. I mean, if I go back in every misogynistic quaint, he raped that woman. Oh my God! It just, please, people, if you want to be a happier life, you want to sleep better, you want to be more relaxed, you don't want to throw shit at walls. You just got to laugh at this. This even tops the Taylor Swift stuff. I of course think that Taylor Swift is like one, it's kind of a remarkable story, and I love her romance with Mr. Kelsey. By the way, Taylor Swift was from Berks County, Pennsylvania, which is it's a kind of red county. I think Reading, I always heard, and my visual observation concerned, is has the highest number of bars per capita. The war is killing Biden. Just killing him. And it's killing among Arab voters, and we think about that in the Key State and Dearborn, but these are really hardworking people. So we think it's just the people in Dearborn and the kids at the University of Michigan is the problem. It's way, way deeper than that. Way deeper. It's killing us with black voters. And I can't unring the bell. I could go back and argue this back and forth. Biden is being profoundly hurt by this war, politically. I mean, profoundly hurt. And it's not an Ann Arbor Dearborn problem. All right. It's a problem everywhere. It's an Appleton, Wisconsin problem. All right. It's everywhere that you look. Yes. And they're going to have to, if this war is still, if the war in Gaza, if they're still bombing the shit out of Gaza, and the Democratic convention don't go, it's going to be very, very, very ugly. And Blinken and Biden have got to tell Netanyahu the way the cow ate the cabbage. But this is not an isolated problem. It's a problem across the board. It is not just a problem with educated young kids and American citizens of Arab descent. It's much deeper, much more profound, and much more dangerous. And not, of course, Trump's horrible. He told Bibi he'd do anything he wanted. I mean, just give them a blank check. And of course, you remember that the great Abraham Accords. This is my favorite thing in history. They cut the Palestinians out the deal, but on October 7th, 2023, the Palestinians cut their way back into the deal. And it was all a money making deal. It was MBS and Jared and the Bahrainians and the Qataris and and Netanyahu, and the money was going to go from the Qataris to Hamas because they had everything under control. They were issuing work visas in the northern Gaza border, and we're paying a horrible price, and it's going to actually right now the issue is benefiting Trump, and you just want to go. I feel like going on television and just doing a screaming at people for 2 minutes. The fuck are you thinking? But it's hurting. Ain't no doubt about that. It's hurting.